What's up, guys? Coach Corey here. Just going to go over our next phase of our offense. Again, this year, I'm trying to teach lacrosse IQ and not so much plays. So what I'm going to do is just show you a bunch of different sets that we're going to run, and then how to work in those sets, and not so much trying to create an actual play. Just teaching you how to play the game of lacrosse according to different sets. So our first set that we're going to go into is going to be a 1-3-2. And we're going to do that by cutting middie to the crease and then just sliding a couple middies over up top to stop fast breaks. So whenever I'm on the sideline, if I yell blue, the first thing I want to do, top left middie is going to cut down to crease. The top center middie is just going to slide over a little bit. And then the top right middie is just going to pop back just a little bit. It's only about 5 yards or so. And then that's going to create a 1-3-2, and it's called a 1-3-2. As an attackman, I always read the field from behind the cage up top. But we have one guy behind the cage, we have our 3 guys across the center, and then we have 2 guys up top. So all we did to get in there was cut that 1 middie down and then just slide these 2 middies over. And that was off of our blue. Now, the most important part of blue is making sure that our crease guy knows what to do on crease and how to work the ball, how to move around in order to get the ball to get a good shot inside, which would create hopefully an easy goal. So the thing to remember is we always want to play back and away from where the ball's at. So in this situation, we're just going to say that the guy at X has the ball. Now, he just cut. On that cut, if the attackman has a good pass to him, he's just going to pass to him on the cut, because that's going to be your easiest shot opportunity, because the goalie's going to be turning around looking at the guy at X, and then when that pass goes over his shoulder, he has to turn around, try to figure out where the ball went to, and then try to pick up the ball as he's shooting it to save it, which is going to be a really hard save for a goalie, to be able to turn around, pick it up, and then pick up the shot before it gets to him. So we're always trying to feed the cutters first, because it's going to be one of the easiest, fastest goals that we can get. But again, in this scenario, the guy at X has the ball, he cut, he wasn't open, so he couldn't get the ball. Now, because the ball's at X, this middie is going to want to pop up top and play up in here, because it's you're always playing away from the ball, back and away. So while he's up in here, he can kind of be going back and forth a little bit, just trying to get open for a pass from the attackman. But let's say that the attackman passes the ball and he passes it over to this guy, so he has the ball now. In that situation, as soon as he's making that pass, this middie is going to cut back up over in here, again trying to draw the defense, trying to get them to turn their heads to see where he's at. And as soon as he does that, it's either going to create a good one-on-one opportunity for this attackman, or he might just be open to where he can get a quick pass and a quick shot. Now, if that attackman decides he wants to pass it, and he passes it down to, say, this middie down here, he gets the ball. Then same thing, this middie, instead of playing up close, as soon as he gets the ball, he just makes this quick cut. If the pass is there, he can make that pass and he can get a quick shot on. If not, he's just working back in here and then just going back and forth back in here, giving the middie enough room to dodge and go one-on-one with his defender if it's available. And then if not, we'll just say that he passes the ball over. So now this middie gets the ball. Same thing, as soon as he gets the ball, he's just going to cut over back in here, looking for a pass, looking for a quick shot. If it's not there, ball maybe keeps going around in the circle, comes back here. Now he's going to pop out up in here. Always looking for the ball. Always looking for, the outside guys are always looking to pass to him, and he's always ready. He's always got to stick up, ready to catch and shoot, just quick shots. And then if the ball goes back to X, he can just pop back out up here, or maybe it comes back down here. So the biggest thing, crease middies always have to understand, wherever the ball's at, they're going to be playing back and away. So back and away from wherever the ball's at. That's the biggest thing to remember on crease. But now that we kind of have the understanding of how to play the crease, I'm just going to go back and show how we're going to rotate out of this into maybe a couple of different things. The first thing that we're going to do is we have a triangle here. So if I yell blue again, all I want is this middie to cut up, this middie to cut down, and this middie to cut over. And then we'll just keep running blue. Just keep switching guys, getting a new look on a cut to the net, and then we'll also be putting different guys on the crease. That way they can maybe get open if this guy wasn't able to get open. We'll just keep doing that. So again, when this cut, you're cutting straight to the net first and then popping out from there, because we're always looking for that pass from behind the cage or from the sidelines or wherever the ball's at. You can get that pass on a straight cut to the net. So I'm just going to show you real quick again what it looks like. We're going to say the middies here. I yell blue. This middie cuts out of the crease. This middie cuts to the crease. And this middie just cuts over to where he was. So now we have a triangle. And that's all we're doing is rotating a triangle one after another. Every time I yell blue, this triangle just rotates one position. And we're going to stay there. Don't back out of blue unless I call for a different set. So I might call for an orange, which was our original offense, right? So if I yell orange, the only difference is instead of cutting over here, this top middie is just going to cut over in here. This middie is just going to slide over to the center, and this middie is just going to pop up in here. So that's a real quick, easy cut. Again, it was still a triangle. The only difference is, and we're still in a triangle. The only difference is now we pulled the guy off the crease, and he came over here. But technically, we just moved the man from crease to up top, and we're back in our orange. So again, I yell blue. This middie cuts. He's playing crease. This middie slides over. This middie slides down. And then we are in our blue, which is just a triangle. And then again, I could yell orange, pop them back out, move them over. But that's basically it. The whole time on offense, we're trying to work the ball around the perimeter. We're always looking for the cutters and always looking for the crease guys. That's always our first look. Our first look is always for the cutter. Second look is always for the crease guy. Unless we're already in this formation, if we don't have a cutter coming, then we're always looking for the crease guy first. If he's not there, we're just going to pass it. Quick passes, quick passes, quick passes, and then hopefully getting that pass to the crease guy or the cutter to make a quick shot. The whole strategy is to get the ball inside and get a good shot on goal. That way we don't waste opportunities. So that's all there is to blue. Again, it's just the middies are the only ones that cut on blue. In the next video, we're going to go over red, which is very similar to blue. The only difference is it's going to be the attack working the rotations and the middies kind of staying where they're at. Unlike this one where the attacker kind of staying where they're at and the middies are rotating. And then in red, like I said, we're just going to be using the attackman to do most of it. So the middies don't really have to worry about where they're at. Again, if we're in the blue though, and I call a red, just stay in this triangle. Don't rotate out of it. Only rotate out of it if I yell a set that's going to be a different formation where you have to move out of it. So if I yelled another blue, you would rotate, but you'd stay in the blue. Don't go to an orange first or a yellow or something like that. Just stay in our blue, even if I call red. And I'll be going over that later when I show you how to combine the red and blue offenses together. So hopefully you enjoyed this video. I hope that it made a lot of sense and it's pretty easy to understand. We'll be going over this in practice, and then hopefully we'll be able to implement in the games and score a lot of goals. All right? We'll see you in practice.